Yo, why do niggas pump niggas? Yeah, I don't know. Because they like the rumps and the bumps. Whatever you like is what you like, man. And this is what we do. We get excited and we rewrite it and Dolomite it. Have not yet watched Dolomite.
Can't fight it.
Oof, don't fight it. Reunite it and it feels so good. Hello.
Episode 100 and it feels so hood.
Sorry, y'all. No streamers. I don't. Pop. 100. There's 100 niggas in the back. No, we got 100 nigga. 100 episode. Watermelon versus pumpkin, nigga. There's a watermelon. There's a pumpkin. How about 100 watermelons versus 100 pumpkins?
I got 100 melons, 100 pumps. I'm from New York.
Ooh. What we do, man? This is watermelon versus pumpkin, man. Podcast for your ears, visually. If you go to the Just Bake channel, we got it visually for you niggas.
You want to watch us? YouTube. You want to listen? Anywhere you can listen.
Anywhere
we listen.
Anywhere, nigga. Anywhere. Think about where you got any. Look, I usually like to listen to Stitcher. Got that. I usually like to go to Spotify. Got that. Wherever we at, wherever it's at, we here. We there.
I'm one of those human beings that I never met that downloads stuff on Deezer. Got that?
Deezer.
We out on Google Play, Googleplex.
Ooh, you niggas, are you comprehending now? Do you guys get it? We out here, man. 100 episodes, 100 countries,
100 deep.
Maybe 100 countries is the goal. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But every one of you subscribers, we love you, niggas. Excuse me. That was a little compliments to the chef.
Yeah, the YouTube, I know we hit 342, I believe.
3-4. We
got the 342 just in case they trip. That's not the line.
There's 3 Jackie Robinsons in one room. What do you got? 342s. Oh my God. Stop playing with me. It's crazy. So I am the nigga with the dirty hat. Young pastry, man. Young past that ride, nigga. UCPSTRY. Young pastry, man. This is episode 100. 100.
Keep it 100.
We keep it 100. Listen, it's all about keeping it 100 every show. And this one we're gonna play.
We're gonna play spades.
We're gonna play spades and take special attention to the keeping it 100 all the time. That's what we do, man. It's always at the end of the night, man. You niggas have no idea, but today you gonna learn.
It's the beginning of the day, if you will.
You know, I'm young past, man. All right, I'm being pastor at the end of this shit, but it's all right.
You know, when you're looking for your favorite bread in the bread aisle, and then you're just like, oh, I passed the rye.
Think of me. When you pass that rye on that shelf, nigga.
Think of me.
Rye is one of my favorites, though. I ain't
Whenever you pass that rye, think of me.
You should, niggas. Especially, like, I like rye bread toasted and with some butter and jelly on it.
Oh, yeah.
That butter jelly on that rye.
It's funny, too, because I was thinking the other day about, because I really try to not eat bread and not eat fucking too much sugar. And I was making some rolls myself with the almond flour. You mix the almond flour with the flax seeds and the mozzarella cheese, and the shit somehow comes out into, it feels like bread, tastes like bread, looks like bread, smell like bread. But I was thinking about that on the fucking elliptical at the gym, thinking like, who was it that put jelly and then, you know what? I bet you it was miscommunication.
You said you didn't want jam?
No, somebody walked up and thought that somebody asked, yo, can you make me a peanut butter and jelly? And you know what happened is the motherfucker did not hear the peanut part, put the jelly with just the other butter.
You just want butter and jelly?
And then it came back and they bit into it and they were like, oh, this is, but
it's salty
on
yet
second
sweet.
hand,
yeah, I'm a big
listen, I don't like what it looks like, but I like what it tastes like.
Listen,
no homo.
I've did triple layer. Now, if you want to go triple layer on these niggas,
triple nipple,
you know what I mean? You go and get you a bagel or
Bagwell.
English stuffing muffin, one of my favorites. You toast that bitch. You go butter. Wait for it. Cream cheese, then jelly. Hello.
Whoa.
That shit is fighting material, niggas.
Took it up another level.
Listen, I get
Time to take this shit to another level. The Babylonians against the rebels. Shout out to Busy Bone.
People want to fight over that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
But it's a great thing, man. They like, yo, that sound nasty as fuck. Listen, I tried it. I've even tried a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich with cream cheese. It was on a bagel. It sounds weird as fuck, but something with cream cheese is that secret ingredient for things. Like I never thought I'd have it on a breakfast sandwich with eggs.
It's because cream cheese alone does not have that much of a taste to it, so I think it can kind of mold and melt. Like if you ever had tofu tastes like nothing, but when you put something on it, it'll just take the form of that. I think that's cream cheese. Yeah. It takes the form of. Hey.
Yeah, but cream cheese is weird. It's like right there. I don't know. It's not really sweet. It's not really savory. It's like in the middle.
That's why you can make it into you can go both sides with it. Like I make this
throw salt with it.
Dessert with the cream cheese, and then you put the raspberries in there, and then you put it and blend that, and have what? Get away from my family.
You niggas know. Go back and look at one of our Just Baked channel cooking episodes. We made Valentine's Sweetheart Pop-Tarts. I believe we did a cream cheese raspberry filling.
There had to be.
I think there was some cream keys there, nigga, with some mixed up razzle dazzle. And that's it. 100, man. We have yet to see snow here in the Northeast. I don't know why I said that, but it's a thing. That's what we talk about in the Northeast.
But it's true though. But it is true.
It's one of our biggest conversations in the Northeast. I didn't see snow yet. How you doing today? Good. No snow.
This is an issue too, because this happens to us because every year we make a Christmas song or two, and this year we've made 2 Christmas songs. We've recorded 2 Christmas songs. We just have to mix them down, shoot the videos, and then we'll be putting them out. And problem that we run into every single year is there's just never any snow because climate change, in my heart, exists.
It is.
In my heart, it exists because
what fall? Ain't no fall, nigga.
Because we don't have fall anymore, and I almost said Christmas, but winter has definitely been pushed back to around February.
Right.
We usually start winter in February.
Give or take.
It can sometimes it'll snow in Jan, but a lot of times we get the snow in February, and then we get snow in March, and then because that's the thing where people tell me they don't see it, but I do see it because you always remember the weather around your birthday. Right. And my birthday is April 1st, and when I was growing up, it was not snowing on my fucking birthday all the time. And it wasn't dead ass cold. You know what I mean? It wasn't brick outside around my birthday. Like I remember definitely spending plenty of birthdays outside and all that other shit. But no.
Tectonic plates, man. Shifting, man. They moving. They moving around, man. When the tectonic plates shift, it's like change of weather. Wait for it. Bam. Big Bang Theory. End of man. Extinction level event, nigga. You know what it is. Anarchy in the streets, man. So watch The Walking Dead right now so you know how to survive, nigga. That's what I do. I watch The Walking Dead because I feel as though I can survive if I just pick up tactics from the show. So just basically shoot niggas in the head. You'll get through it.
Bars.
Episode 100.
100. I am his, not your co-host, Lil Mattress. If you want to hit up the website, watermelonversepumpkin.com. That's watermelonvspumpkin.com. Do an instant download right there of the episode or stream the episode if you choose to. gbiclothing.com. That's gbiclothing.com. Use code watermelon, get 10% off. You can buy all our merchandise there. If you want to represent the brand, if you want to represent the watermelon, you want to represent the pumpkin, you want to represent watermelon and pumpkin.
What that means.
You can do it all there. Shipping worldwide. Right. Use code watermelon to get 10% off.
Right. We might send a little prostitute to your house. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a strong no from me. But if you choose to,
we send one to their crib. Listen, man, I'm gonna send this little fine slept with about 3,800 niggas to your house. You good with that? But it's a profession. It's just a profession.
Don't shame me.
I don't want to horse shame.
I've heard that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I'll just say the only thing I was gonna say, diving in that. Only thing that I always say when certain ladies do like, well, the man can do it, and then what the fuck? Well, women can't do it, and I go, first of all, do you think it's wrong? That's the only question I ask. If you think it's wrong, then it's wrong for everybody, male or female. So why the fuck is it like you think it's wrong for men to do it, but if you're doing it because they're doing it, then it's okay.
It seems nowadays feelings have become math problems where people don't go with feelings of like, this is what I actually feel. They go into like, well, this means this, so that should equal that.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but how do you
that's
actually
my feeling
feel
right
about
there.
it?
I
How do you
broke
actually
down
feel
my
about it?
feeling like they made you do in school. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Show me your
the
work.
answer?
Show me your work. Show me how you got to your feeling.
How you got to your feeling. Break it down, will you?
Episode 100. Show me how you got to your feeling.
Show a nigga. Woo. I love it.
Show
But
me
yeah,
what
that's
you
my whole
got.
thing with that conversation is look, don't bitch about what, men are already taking the beat on it, so why are you going to join that beat? You know what I mean? Oh, men are so nasty. Well, you're out here being a hoe. But if a guy can do it, why the hell can't I? No, you can, but you're going to take these guns just like we do.
If you're ashamed about it, then it's not something you want to be doing. Don't be doing it.
Right. If you're ashamed about it, then you're ashamed about it. I mean, my thing is like, I think women have that problem with like, yeah, a guy will get all that shit about, oh, yeah, this and that. But you know what? A lot of guys take pride in that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm knocking them down or whatever. Niggas, they own the shit. I'm going to own it. Some are gonna lie, but you can get some that own it. Like, yeah, I can't help it, man. I love pussy, man. I keep knocking them down. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a womanizer. I can't help it. Help me. I don't know. I love it.
Yo, B!
But if a woman does it and she doesn't really own it, then it's like, well, it's like men do it all the time. So let her just be her. Let her just be free. And okay, well, no, you're gonna get these hoe remarks the same way a guy's gonna get them. It's the same shit. If that nigga's a hoe for sleeping with every goddamn body, you're gonna be a hoe too.
Hashtag equality.
Equality. The only reason why I give you a bump up on the notch is because you have the cookie that niggas is chasing. So
bump.
it is kind of on you to keep a lid on that cookie jar or not. That's the reason why I think they fail to realize that balance sometimes of well, men could do it, why can't I? Because you have a higher probability of getting it done all the time, every time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can put out. Niggas gonna hit it.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you
Nope.
who to sock it to.
No way.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Oh man, I cannot tell you niggas. So.
But speaking of shamed, I heard word on the streets, word on the block
They talking.
is that you've been getting car shamed. Is that what it's called? Car shamed?
I'm getting car shamed in particular neighborhoods. What happens is when you drive through with a particular vehicle that is known to be the 12, the op.
Squale?
Squale, right. All above. They're going to give you that look, man. So what I did, y'all, my truck that I had shit the bed. So I needed a quick fix to get a ride to get on the road. So I ran into a guy that knew a guy that knew a guy.
Hey, phone guy over here.
Knew a guy that knew a guy. And I bought a 2005 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. All that in one thing. So it's the one that the boys drive. It's got the crash bar in the front. Lights in the front. Pay attention. It might be. You'll see it make an appearance in a video, perhaps coming up soon.
Crash bar in the front, blicky in the back.
But yeah, it's a beautiful. And the guy didn't take the car. The guy I bought it from is sending his guy out that I know to remove the lights because I have fully functional lights, official cop lights, front, back, sirens, loud horn, PA system, all the good shit.
What's the radio in it?
It's got the scanner.
The scanner.
I got a scan, which is I can two-way that.
Afghanistan.
So if I want to jump and be like, I got it. 6920. I ain't gonna front a couple of times I did that with the kids joking around. The scanner's going. I just jump in and just throw a bunch of numbers out. Like, Dad, can we go to the store? Like, hold on one second. 2516. Like, what?
In pursuit.
2516, 3822. It's like, what is that, Dad? They're talking about people are getting shot now. They're sending all the units. But I tell you, if I were to put tints on this vehicle, I get a lot more of the attention. But without it, and I got the light on the side that they got, the big spotlight, the crash bar in the front, the lights in the top, and which I don't turn on unless I'm fucking with somebody, and I won't do it in big public areas, one-way dead streets, on my brother's street, back of parking lots. I'm not trying to be that fucking stupid where I get impersonating an officer because them niggas will hit me with this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't need to even have lights
I'm going to
on.
be honest. You need to take them out soon. You need to take the light. You need to take it all out soon because I feel you and I know what you're saying. And it's going to be one of those things where you're just going to be like,
somebody.
bro.
Yep, I'm fucking with somebody because I don't think they're not, as long as I don't light them up in front of them, they're not going to be like, oh, I think I see some issued lights over there. I'm going to get over there and tell them.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think they'll go that far. But if I light that bitch up and they see it and they run up on me like, my man, let me talk to you real quick.
Yep.
Like, no, what happened was, but nah, the guy did contact me the other day and he's going to set it up soon. I just told him to kind of, actually, I didn't even pick up the phone for him yet, but I'm going to tell him to fall back for a quick second because there's a couple things we got to do with it before I take the lights out. Other than that, the lights, I'll lose them. But the PA system I want, maybe I can work with them. Because the PA is not illegal. I could do that. I could fuck around with that. But the lights, yeah, the PA you could do. Because, people do that all the time. They run around, they fucking, they're doing like promoting like fucking, you ever see somebody driving on a bus?
Ice cream truck and shit?
Or they're promoting when voters are happening, campaigns.
I mean, listen, I've seen 80s movies before, yes. If that's what you're asking me.
No, I mean, in actual neighborhoods. I mean, I don't know.
I've never seen it in real life. No.
They do it in the cities, though. It's city vibe. They drive through the city. Hey, vote for so-and-so. Vote for nigga. I'm trying to sleep, nigga. Damn. Take that shit somewhere else where people are up at 5 o'clock.
That's wild.
But now the PA joint, the little speaker, because people could buy those and fuck around. So I was told I can keep that, but he'd probably take that too. But we're going to see, man. But to the guff of it all is that it's a blessing and a curse, man. It's great to have that kind of
It's
respect.
the Blueprint Volume 2.
Yes.
The gift and the curse.
It's the gift and the curse because the gift is, people get the fuck out of your way, man.
The gift is some respect.
Right. I'm on the highway. It's like the Red Sea. If I'm in the fast lane and I'm moving, as soon as they see me behind them, it's like, fuck, cop. Boop, they get off to the side. Boop, get off to the side. Guys going to the breakdown lane and shit. Like, what is going on right now, nigga?
That's the sound of the police.
Boop, boop. Or water drip.
Won't you pull over, please? Boop, boop.
But I tell you, man, right now, nowadays, I'm all about the life of last one at the stop sign, first one to go. Like the last one there at a four-way, all-way stop sign, the last one there, and everybody's just, all you see is hands over the steering wheel. You really can't see the car and shit too much, but you see the hand come forward. Go ahead, pal. All right, you got it. And they wave and shit.
Dare I say you see that white hand.
It definitely, because the black hands are motherfucking me.
Yeah.
I go through the hood, man. I get the looks. The young boys are staring in my car. They looking, they mutter and shit. And, I'll be honest, man, if I was a cop, I think I'd be able to catch the bad guy. People make it kind of easy.
Yeah.
It's like, when you get that certain feel, people, they act very guilty. There's a certain guilt that some people possess and have when they, oh my God,
they exude, if you will.
Right. It's just fucking leaking out of their car jam doors, man.
Yep.
It's like, it's coming out of your jams on the side. All your guilt is leaking, nigga, into the streets. You know what I mean?
Yo, your guilt be leaking.
You know what I mean? It's like, get your shit together. But, I enjoy it because, like I said, the odds of somebody trying to fuck with me going somewhere, they're now dropped. You know what I mean? The odds of somebody thinking about stealing my car, they're going to drop because they're going to peek in there and see all that shit and like, oh, nigga, this is a real police car. And the fact that on the back of my car, it says police interceptor. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, oh, what? And I honestly had to look that one up when I was asking, actually, my guy that used to be a cop. I said, what makes it an interceptor, man? I mean, is it a certain brand that's just that? He goes, nah, when they start altering, when they alter everything out, now you got a police interceptor. So they took that whole engine. The stock engine is gone.
Stocky.
So I got a fucking V8 in there, and the stock I think is a six cylinder.
Six banger is the proper term.
So now there's an 8-boy in there. The 8-boy banger. It's like a weird porn 8-boy banger. And I tell you what, I got rid of a truck that had a V8, just what I just had before with Expedition.
Trucking and bucking.
And I got a sedan now, but it's just as bad in gas.
Hot shit.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm not really capturing the whole saving on gas because I am, because the smaller vehicle, but
definitely lighter vehicle, right?
So it's lighter, but it's still it's a boat. But the reason why I'm not capturing the whole essence of it all is because it's a smaller car, but so it takes me less to fill up, but it's fucking burning.
Yeah.
Those cars, when I was told the research and they're meant for the quick burst. So You know what I mean? That whole, the chase. Get there. Like when I'm going to work on the highway and I'm fucking flying and I'm fucking, it's moving at 80, 85, 90, and it's kind of like, yeah, you're burning your gas really quickly.
Yeah.
Because that's not really what they're intended for. They're not intended for that highway.
Sustained.
Coast. Right. They're not, that highway coast motion is not what they are. They're there to get the bad guy. And I tell you, man, every time I turn that car and I'm fucking driving, I feel the chase. Every left and right is a chase, nigga.
What's been a highlight from it so far? Like, what's been one of them where you're like, oh my god, they're guilty, or whoa, they pulled from the left lane to the far right lane?
I've had that. They pulled all the way over, hazards and all. Like I didn't even fucking put one light on, but okay,
yeah.
you pull that over there. I'm never getting cut off.
Yep.
I get a lot of apologies. A lot of waves, a lot of looking the other ways.
It's so interesting to be able to peek into the other side. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, bro, I'm a cop right now, and I see what they see, and people are fucking guilty, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if they are guilty, but I can see where
they're acting guilty. At least
I can see where somebody would be suspicious. And I think a lot of times when you're a cop, man, yes, there is your sense of knowing the law, but you kind of got to use your instincts too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a lot of the instincts, man. You got to go with those gut feelings. It's unfortunate, but like, yeah, but your gut's making you a racist. Yeah, maybe, but if you're saying I'm a racist for pulling a nigga over, and then I pull him over and I find a couple pounds, was that racist?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or did I just catch on to something because I had a vibe from the guy? You know what I mean? Listen, man, if you're in a fucking biker bar and a bunch of bikers are coming out with fucking tats and short sleeve fucking jean jackets on, you're not gonna be like, well, these guys seem like pretty cool. I want to hug one of them. You're not gonna think that shit. You know what I mean? So when you're seeing a car that's like looking like a dope boy car, you're pulling to get fucked with a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't make it right, but I can see. I mean, we all stereotype, man. You know what I mean? Cops sometimes have to stereotype to get the guy.
And it comes from a certain place. Like, nobody is like, man, I heard German people really like apples. Like, nobody's ever said that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
stem from somewhere.
They're usually in succession with something because,
right. If there's a good amount of people doing it, like the cheap Jewish guy. I ran into a cheap Jewish guy before. The legit was like, I worked at a construction site, doing like, minor construction detail stuff, and he was the property manager. He would come there while we were deconstructing and doing demolition phase. He would come there during the demolition phase and go around and pick out the wood pieces that look like they still had good nails. Had us pull fucking nails out of wood pieces to reuse them.
Wow,
real shit. Like some of these nails were fucking rusty. I'm like, bro, it's fucking true.
Yep.
Look at you niggas. That's crazy. Like, but those stereotypes when you get when they fall right. It's kind of hard not to chuckle at a stereotype when it falls right the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's like the white guy or the white girl who loves pumpkin. It's going to fall right. And you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, like, exactly. If the white woman is dressed, with Ugg boots on, with, what type of pants? Yoga pants with a fucking big burgundy vest on with a fucking
the fur scarf
with the fur scarf overneath the turtleneck underneath the turtleneck with the beautiful winter hat with the pom-pom,
right the golden hair coming
she's drinking a pumpkin spice latte. It just is what's happening.
It's going on, man.
If she's on Tinder, she owns a horse, because that's been another wild thing on Tinder. How many fucking women own horses? You'd be like, is this real life?
I guess that could be a line. Well, me and that horse got something in common. You won't find out,
right?
Like, oh God. I remember asking my lady that time when, because I'm like, let me ask you,
you ever seen a horse dick?
I mean, being the lady on these dating sites, coming from the female perspective, and a lot of the jazz come from, like, there's a lot of guys that could just like, yeah, you want to see something quick, dick pic? Like, do you get that? She's like, oh yeah, like dudes say it all the time, but it's like, I said, it's got to be that there's women out there that are responding to it. That's why they do it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's just baiting you to see if you are one that's going to be like, oh my God, look at your dick. I want it now. You know what I mean? Because there are some girls that would think like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're still in their flow of just they want to get their energy out and just go fucking. You know what I mean? And that's okay as long as you own it.
Sport fucking.
Right? My thing is, if you own it, it's okay. You owned it. That's what you do. So just take everything that comes with it. So if there's criticism that comes behind it, you got to eat that. Well, that's what you know what I mean? It's like, That's
You
what
got to
it's
eat that because you just ate that. Listen, bars.
If you want to fuck everybody, don't be ashamed of it. That's all.
Bars.
That's all, people. You know what I'm saying? Don't run from the truth.
So on the other end of the cop car now, because I remember when you bought it, I was like, yo, like we said, Jay-Z, Gift and a Curse is going to be dope. And then there's also going to be people like my mother who see a cop and just go, ah! And slam on the brakes when you're like, Mom, what you weren't doing anything wrong. You were going 35 and a 35. You're a white woman with your seatbelt on. Tell me what's wrong.
It's like all that shit in the 70s when everybody was like, fuck the cops, and it was a thing. Nothing else had to be. But I do see it, man. A lot of brake checks.
Yep.
It's, you know what I mean? And then the whole cautious kind of, I'm going to move slowly, and like their body gets stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one dude, I tell you that was the one where I was, that was the memorable one. I mentioned that before so I'm pulling behind the guy, and we shot over a street that didn't have we were at a stop sign. The street didn't have a stop sign. So there's no stop there. So you got to make sure the coast is clear before you shoot.
Yep.
So he shot over. Now this motherfucker looked real fucking rough. Beard, like he ain't shaved in a long time. You know what I mean? They're not even lined up. Looking crazy. Had the hoodie on. Look, just kind of like I look at niggas. The nigga look kind of dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know.
And the thing too, how we were saying with the profiling is, yo, don't dress the fucking part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I said that profiling thing is.
I got too mad about that. I'm sorry.
It's an up and down with the profiling because my whole thing is like nobody wants to be profiled, but yet everybody does it. We all do the shit, man.
Listen, nobody wears a yellow knit hat but a hipster. I don't know how they all have a fucking yellow knit winter hat, but they all do.
Right.
And they're all, like,
there's certain sneakers that trap boys like to wear.
Yeah.
If he never played basketball a day in his life and he has a pair of Foma sights on, yeah, he's probably trapping. You know what I mean? That's usually that move. You know what I mean? It's like, they're dope sneakers, but they look weird, but they're durable. That's why people get those, and they can, run really fast through the trap. But the whole profiling thing is a thing. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, but as a cop, if I was a cop, I probably would get a lot of leads and catch a lot of niggas on profiling. You kind of got to be honest with yourself, man. Some people don't want to admit that shit. You would try not to do that. But sometimes if a nigga look like he a trap boy, he probably a trap boy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you got the car to fit the bill, they're going to fuck with you a little bit. Is it fair? No, absolutely not. Is it right? Absolutely not. But is it going to happen? Absolutely yes. Niggas.
And I think it's kind of like people on drugs don't understand that everybody else knows they're on drugs. And people, if somebody's too high, you look at them and they're just, damn, do I still look high? Am I high? Am I?
Right.
And
like
we're
big 8-ball eyes. And
holy shit, dude, you look high. Yes. And I think that's people who are guilty. It's something that they don't even feel on themselves. I'm sure that dude who you're saying stiffened up in the seat, he probably thinks act normal. Right. When it's no, normal is to just keep doing what you're doing.
Right. So I think what happened with him was he shot over the street first. And he kind of saw me behind him there. And what happened was I shot almost immediately because there was cars coming, but I shot so quick that it almost made it look like I could see where he probably thought oh, this nigga's about to gain.
Yeah.
I accelerated to come get on him. So as I shot over real quick, and I'm not too far behind him, he threw on his hazards and he pulled over to the right real quick.
Yep.
So then I'm passing him oh, the nigga must be in trouble, or was that weird? I don't know. But as I pass him, I go and I look in the rear view. He's pretending to fuck with shit, and then he kind of slowly rolls back into the street and takes his hazards off. Yeah. See, now my cop instincts would say you just did some funny shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm putting myself.
And I feel as a cop, you could pull over and be like, "Hey, man, what's the problem? You put your hazards on. You okay?"
Right.
Boom, you're in there.
Now you're in there. Now I get to run your shit. I'm checking on you to making sure you're good and ran your name. That's what you wanted, nigga.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up. A hazard light didn't put your life in hazard. How about that?
The hazard life.
You know what I mean? But it's a cool. It's a hell of a
journey.
Car. It's a hell of a car, man. Like I said, it's about 180,000 miles on it.
It's a smooth ass car.
It's higher miles, but from what I hear for those cars, that's not considered high. Those are the kind of cars, the Crown Vics like that. There's a reason why taxis and taxi cab drivers why they buy them. They're just stay on top of your oil changes. Those cars can go up to 350,000 miles, man.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? So they can go for a while, and that's why they're used as workhorses to be cab drivers. You know, those cabbies got those things, and they're well over 250,000 miles on them, man, because they're fucking moving, but they're reliable. You know, probably one of the more reliable ones that Ford puts out, because Ford's been known to fuck up. But, you know, it's something's gonna last me some years, man. I needed a hoopty. I paid $750 for it. You know what I mean? If it dies in a year, then I got my money's
worth. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, ain't no complaints. Right now, I'm just gonna pull niggas over.
Right now, see, this is a funny thing too. Is like you have a cop car that you have to not use the cop car to its fullest ability, so you don't get a cop car to run up on your cop car and put you in their cop car for using your cop car how you weren't supposed to use your cop car.
Right.
There's bars, man. You're on a journey right now.
That shit just rained down on me in herds. Nigga. Rain on me. Herds of truth, nigga. You know what time it is. When they say hot, that's what they mean. H-O-T, herds of truth, nigga. Hot. You niggas don't know. But yeah, impersonating an officer is the charge that will happen for something like that.
Wait for episode 103 when we're just like
from the inside.
When I'm doing a solo episode because you got arrested for fucking.
It's like Corey, you're coordinating the show to record when I get my 10-minute phone call. So we're gonna have Young Pastry doing a 10-minute special guest interviewer 10-minute interlude. Press 1 to accept from inmate Young Pastry.
Tell your story, blood.
Tell your story. Y'all I'm in here making Mofungo and Fifi's, nigga. Shit is real. Mofungos and Fifi. That's a song right there for niggas that been locked up. We have a song called Locked Up with a video with a man with an amazing mustache. True. You niggas will get a hold of it someday, and you not gonna know. I mean, but yeah, you know, it's going to be reliable, man. It's going to get me there. I fucked with probably 3 people so far. I went to my brother's house. I lit it up there. They were all drunk. My brother kind of had a feeling it was me because he knew I was buying a cop car, but not one with lights in it. And my brother's thing is, yeah, nigga, I knew it wasn't the real boys, though, and shit. I was like, oh, yeah, how you know? Nigga's only one car. Nigga, they ain't gonna come like that with lights out and fucking calling people out with one car. Nigga, that's a move where they got a bunch of people talking about everybody come out with your hands up. I said, well, it was enough to get his people in there because they were all drunk. Motherfuckers were spraying shit to mask the weed smell, hiding shit in places and tucking their kids in closets. Niggas like, hide here till it's over, nigga. Shh. Goddamn, Anne Frank. What the fuck is going on in this bitch?
Got them lined up 4 deep in the bathtub.
You know, got them ducking down like it's 1950s bomb squad.
Hit the lights, hit the lights.
Right, you know, shit. This ain't tuck and cover. This ain't the 50s, nigga. There ain't no nuke bomb coming. But, you know, I fucked with my brother and them, and I had got 2 guys that I was supposed to train for work. They were waiting for me patiently at our parking lot. I was going to pick them up to take them out to go training, and I lit them up. Yeah, I pulled in there quickly. I lit it up. Driver stepped out of the vehicle. These niggas was getting out with their hands up. He got out, started walking slowly. Right, that's far enough. Get your hands in the air. Higher, higher. Like, I was doing shit like that.
Yep.
And then hit him with the, all right, now wave. I'm like, I just don't care. And if you want to get that. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Good thing I kind of seen the guy's temperament to see that he was good. Now, that could have really backfired. If I think about it, like, I could have probably been in some real big shit if that guy wanted to make a complaint. Luckily, he had a sense of humor. Last night, I did it to the dude who was training. Happened to be a brother, brown-skinned brother. I got him good. He was cool about it. But then when I was talking to the other guy that was training him that I relieved or whatever, he was like, yeah, he was laughing. He's like, yeah, man. He goes like, oh, what was he saying when I pulled up? What was he saying when I pulled up in the car? He goes, nah, he was just saying that, if I get shot, to my wife, I love her. I called that nigga immediately like, yo, bro, man, listen. Bro, I don't want you to feel like, I'm sorry, like, you know what I mean? If that really kind of fuck with you because, seeing like the shit that goes on now in the media, like I'm from an era, like, I don't know, like I get it. People always had that caution getting pulled over by cops, even for us growing up, like for, people in like the black community, always been that thing, not trusting the cops. Mm-hmm. But I think it's more of a thing now that is bigger, where people are like, we're gonna get killed. And
Oh,
we can
yeah,
pull
yeah.
up. Like that wasn't a thing back then. Like what? No, we're gonna get fucked with. Maybe they might rough us up a little bit if that's the case. You know, of that kind of asshole cop. If he's out there and he wants to fuck with me, that's what I'm gonna do. But now
And
it's
that's
like,
if you meet the real bad cop. He might smack you around.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. But now it's like the narrative is whole changed. Now it's like any cop that pulls you over is like the risk is I'm gonna get killed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get killed if I don't fucking, you know what I mean? And it's like I joked with him, but then I sat back and looked at it like, man, he's a younger guy. And I was like, I guarantee he probably thought this is the one. They're gonna shoot me now. Because, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
kind of like I had to call him. I had to renege on this nigga. Like, yo, my man, yo, G, I'm a renege too, man. Listen, my bad, V. Are you good, man? He's like, nah, I'm good, man. It was all right. He said, as soon as you said, they didn't even like it. Just though he said it was funny, man. I'm cool, bro. Don't worry about it. Like, if I get called by my boss today, like, nigga, you can come in the office,
Right. Do you have a police car?
Right.
See,
what did you do last night? What kind of asshole shit are you doing? Nah, what happened was I need y'all to help me out. But nah, like I said, it's more of now that thought process. Like I didn't have that thought process of getting pulled over by the cops. Even when I used, back in the day when I was wrong and I had weed on me and shit, we were getting pulled over. It's like I didn't think like, well, I'm going to get shot now. So it's like more like I'm going to get caught now. You know what I mean? It's, I'm doing dirt out here in the streets and I'm going to get caught. But it wasn't always the first instinct like these niggas gonna kill us like they would have done like in the 60s. You know what I mean? Or like before pre-civil rights movement, like where a cop would kind of fucking pop off on you and be like, well, playing a gun on them, that nigga was trying to kill us. You know what I mean? Like they would have got away with that shit like they did a lot of times, back in those days. But nowadays it's not too much freedom of press, man. You know what I mean? Too much voices that come down on situations like that shut a whole fucking precinct down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, no, we're going to shut your whole shit down if you niggas don't handle that the correct way right now, But, and then I saw that part of it like, damn, man, this motherfucker thought I was going to kill him. That's
a tough it's a tough thing to take. I didn't know he was.
I had to have my black moment when I said, listen, man, brother to brother, man, listen, man. I didn't mean to do that shit to you, bro. I mean, I did mean to do that to you, but if you took it any way besides laughter, man, I gotta apologize to you. I manned up to it. But he says, nah, we cool, man.
I gotta apologize and just please don't tell anyone this happened.
That's what that was. That's what first I'm like, this nigga might fucking go back and say some shit. Yo, my man, listen, my bad, man. You all right? Like, I'm gonna have some sensitivity to it all. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble, but I mean, I was thinking about it too. Like, damn. He is part of that millennial kind of crowd where them niggas think like every cop gonna kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they're kind of being taught. So it's kind of like, oh, never mind, man. You probably thought I was about to gun you down. You was about to be on the news and shit.
Right.
Just to be another one. But they wouldn't put me on the news because it's black on black.
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter at all.
It wouldn't matter. It would have been like, white officer witnesses black officer kill another black. Like, that's what we went with that? White officer witness, nigga?
White officer was he was at the station, but he heard about it and fuck.
Right, yeah. But, that shit right there is, I get it. I see the people that want to peer and look in the car, and it's funny to me. I laugh more than anything, But, sometimes they got to take a knee. They got to take a knee and do things in life. Speaking of taking a knee.
Taking a knee.
Colin Kaepernick, for y'all that didn't follow that story. 3 years now it's been, right? 3.5 years of not being in the league of NFL football.
That's what he said in his speech. He's like, I've been ready for 3 years. I've been waiting for 3 years. Right. 3 years and 3 years.
Impersonation, that kind of sounds like I've been ready for 3 years. We continue to stay ready. We're gonna always be ready. He sounded like a police commissioner giving a speech that it was written down.
It was interesting too because dead up, that's the first time I've ever heard him talk.
In 3 years you've been ready, but it's the first time we're hearing you actually come publicly and say you're ready. You know what I mean? Like, if you were ready those times behind the scenes, that shit was going on. But the whole thing was, so the NFL, he wanted to set up a workout for the teams to work them out to possibly make a team and get a job in NFL. So the NFL, they all did shit to cover their own ass. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the night, what they did was they played little games to kind of cover themselves. The NFL was like, as soon as he said that, it's like, okay, we're picking the day, we're picking the time, and we're picking the location. You know what I mean? So they did all that with quick notice, Yeah,
it was kind of like a Tuesday, and they were like, all right, man, be ready Saturday. Let's go.
Right, ready for Saturday, because you say you've been working out every day. So
yeah.
Let's see it. You shouldn't need time to fucking do anything. You're working out every day, right?
Tighten up.
Right, so you got that. So he arranges the whole thing. Well, it was arranged. He agrees to it. He waits, I think, an hour before it's supposed to start on Saturday and changes the location.
And from what I heard, they told him all the information like a couple of days before, where they were just like, no media, no whatever it was, they all agreed to, and then a couple hours before, he was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Right, and that's a lot of that is just the thinkers in his corner that are sitting back and like, you know what they're gonna probably try to do, man. Now that I think about it, now that I think about it, guy. Now that I think about it, you know what they're gonna try to do? They're probably gonna try to blackball you, and that was the narrative they're saying is basically both of them were trying to control the narrative. Yeah. Like, I almost feel like Kaepernick's trying to be more of a martyr than an actual NFL player. Like, I don't think the nigga wants to play, man. You know what I mean? Like, the fight should have been stronger to play. Well, if you really want to play, you know what I mean? 3 years.
And the thing, too, is I think he wants to play if he's a starting quarterback. It's already obviously come out that he's not taking no fucking backup role, which is annoying because from all signs, unless you're talking about a team that is fucking, on their third string quarterback already, from all signs and from all the reviews, they're saying he's good. Yes, he could play in the NFL. He'd be a backup quarterback. Right. That's what it is. Right. That's what they're saying that he's good enough to do. Right. And he doesn't want that.
Well, as of right now, I mean, if they're going by before he left, he was caliber, man. 'Cause before he left, he was in the year before that, he was one pass away from going back to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. The year before that, he was in the Super Bowl against the Ravens. So, I mean, he's pretty solid. But as of right now, 3 years out the game and not really. Yeah. You got strong arm, you got some talent. But my thing is like.
Yeah, I was paraphrasing a review that was given. Like, I had read reviews of his workout. Yep. And they were saying, yes, he's good. And he would be a good backup. You know, they were talking about how his passes were, but I'm telling you, he's smart because what happened is you go on Twitter right now. There is one video on Twitter of him making a 40-yard pass, which any fucking buddy that's in the NFL can do. Plenty of running backs can do that as well. Right. But that's the fucking smoking gun. Right. That's the piece of material that has been retweeted a bunch of times, been played all times, and that's the he planted. That's the see he can still play, and it's like, yo, many people can make that pass.
That was the C that you ended with the D, and that's what he planted. Nigga, what? I ought to bite it face off Travis the Chimp style.
We ain't gonna make it to 101. We ain't gonna make it there.
The nigga planted that shit, man. Everything he did was strategic, man. He changed the location. He did it because with the NFL was like they wanted the closed door, no media, no nothing, work it out. You know, and what they were saying is like, I get it. Some people are like, the NFL's being cowards. Why aren't the teams just coming forward and saying it? And one of the other aspects of the side is like, well, it probably could be that, well, if they work them out and say, no, it's not for us, we're all set, then now the narrative gets changed against them. It's like, well, they're racist. They're racist.
See, but I feel like there's too many people, and that's why I question Kaepernick, because I'm like, even go with no media, but really back up real quick. From all signs and from all reports, it was reported that they had this workout on Saturday and both sides agreed to everything. Then a couple of hours before, he started disagreeing with everything. Even if you were to just go, because even he brought in his own receivers because he didn't want to use their receivers because they're going to drop the ball and make me look bad. Whatever.
So it's like he was trying to cover himself, but
which I feel, and please protect yourself at all times, just like a boxer. Yep. But on the other end, you couldn't just go, yo, I'm gonna bring my film crew and film it, and then I can do what I want with that film. I won't put your guys' faces out there. I won't do anything like that. Yo, I want to film myself.
They were against it.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Cool. If you went there in that, but also you did that, 2 hours before when everything was already agreed upon and all that shit. You know what I mean? And it might not be 2 hours, but still, I'm saying you did it. Everybody's saying he did all that shit at the last minute of. So I'm like, man, why wasn't that shit worked out earlier in the week? And why are you agreeing to something before you work out all the details? Or did you work out all the details, then start thinking, damn, they might try to fuck me? Which I'm fully backing up this dude like, yo, no, I actually want to show what I can do. But now, like I said, he's showing what he can do. And I couldn't make the pass that he makes, but I'm also not a fucking NFL football player. But it's crazy to see the reaction on like, yo, you saw that pass, right? He could be in the NFL. It's like, oh,
right.
no.
There's a high school nigga that might be able to impress you right now. That he might look like he could be in the pros. Like,
exactly.
He's got a cannon.
That's the thing is, we aren't judges of pro, just because he does something that another pro has done. Like, it'd be like you going out and making fucking 3-3-pointers in a row. Does not mean you're Steph Curry.
Right. I mean, out 3 in a row, I'm pretty much means the NBA wants me.
Yeah, that's 100% right there. So, I pretty much never miss.
3 for 3. Listen, that's 9 points. I'm in the game. We win by 10.
Obviously, I'm not a good enough scout to know if he's, good or bad, but I'm saying from the reviews I read.
The footage I saw was just him tossing around. He looked sharp. His arm strength is there. He's still in physical shape. But my whole thing is like, shout out to Stephen A. Smith there on ESPN, because he was pointing out a lot of shit, as far as what Kaepernick is like. You're doing all this shit, man, and it's like, if you look at it, it's like, in your eyes and what everybody's seeing and what you're saying, the NFL blackballed you. We can all agree upon that. You kind of got shafted. There's no real reason why you can't be back in the league besides of behind the scenes type shit. You know what I mean? It's like nothing really kind of pushed your way except for they don't want the shit in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
But.
And him not taking the deals that were offered to him.
Right.
Because he also did that everybody fucking forgets, is that the reason that he didn't have a deal and went on the open market in the first place is because he turned down the 1-year extension.
Right.
That's where it all started, of him not having a job.
Right.
Because he didn't like the offer that was given to him, and he's not going to like these offers either. So that's where I feel where I think he's just going to get to run that narrative into the ground of like, y'all see what I did. The footage is out there. I'm good enough to play. And
I don't think he wants to play football, man. It's definitely not. This has nothing to do with football. He's doing because what the underlying thing that people didn't see either, or initially, was was full in effect there with cameras. Nike. They were doing some fucking kind of Nike promo. So it's like, what's really going on, bro? You did this shit to really still. You don't want to play football. You don't want to really do it because. And then my whole thing is like, so that's the enemy. That's the op. That's 12. Whatever you want to call it, niggas. Blackballing me, set me up. Motherfuckers treat me like shit. I'm gonna go apply back for that job.
Yeah.
You know what I
Why
mean?
do you want to go back there so bad? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe he'll play if he gets a starting position. Anything less than that, it's going to be they're racist, they're blackballing me, they're everything else in the book. But
look, NFL is probably going to ask one of those teams, listen, man, can you niggas do us a favor? Just like put the nigga on and cut him after a little bit. But to make him go away for a little bit, can y'all hire him so he can't change the narrative? It's like, the NFL. Like, I can see some shit like them happening. Because the NFL could be some slick, sneaky motherfuckers too. They're a corporation, man. It's corporate.
And then there's also the thing of all the teams that were waiting at the Atlanta Falcons facility, they all didn't go to the high school field. A lot of them right there were just like, no, well, he was going to do that shit. Fuck it. We're not doing this.
Yeah, it went from 20-something teams to be there for the pro workout. And then when he changed locations and went to the high school, it went from 20-something to 8 teams. So only 8 teams showed up. You know what I mean? And it's like, think of what they're doing.
And I feel them because, this is what you're doing last minute, fucking with whatever's happening. I get it. Like, because instantly then that's like, well, then what else happens with this? Say we put you on the team, and then what are you doing last minute? No, I'm not getting on that plane. Like, what? Come on. All the dumb shit, man.
It's crazy, man. And it was like somebody had said that, I don't know if I got to look into that, but what was said in one of the reports is that whole workout wasn't even just for him. There was other people that were working out for teams. So he got thrown in the mix. But it became the narrative, the Colin Kaepernick show, because of the magnitude of what's going on in him and the whole story. You know what I mean? So, but there were other guys that were there to work out for the NFL teams.
Trying to achieve their fucking dream.
They're getting close to their deadlines and shit. So they're trying to see what team could utilize them and use them before the end of the season, and they're looking for work next year.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it's like, forget that option. But, it was such a publicity stunt, I think, from both ends. The NFL is trying to save face.
Yep.
make themselves not look like they're racist and shit like that.
I think the NFL is like, look, we gave him a chance, and now Colin's trying everything of like, yeah, they give me a chance, but it wasn't a full free and
Right.
transparent
It's almost-
chance, and it wasn't a chance that I wanted.
Shit, I just think it's like I said, I don't think he wants to play. I think this is his ploy, and he's doing all this because he's trying to get a lawsuit against the NFL. He wants he wants to get something. I mean, 3 years without playing ball, the guy was a millionaire. So
Yeah.
his funds have to be hurting right now.
No, that Nike fucking deal
that
that he
big?
signed.
Was
Hell
that
yeah,
big of a deal?
because
See, I didn't know what the
there's the
numbers were.
rumor that he kept them that they paid him enough to sit home, because remember he sat for like 2 years, didn't say anything, and then came back for Nike's big 20th whatever the fuck.
Right.
Came back
That's
big
crazy.
with that.
Yeah, I
No,
didn't
Nike
think of
gave
that.
him dough.
Yeah. See. So I don't know. He just wants to try to attack the NFL and bring it down. And shame on Eric Reed, man. Eric Reed is plays for the Carolina Panthers. He's a part of the same movement with like Malcolm Jenkins and Colin Kaepernick. Is they took the knee, and then they're Malcolm Jenkins got a lot of shit going on with trying to help out communities and programs and shit. He's actually out there in these communities doing shit. Like I never heard that from Cap, so I don't really know what he's doing. But Eric Reed is one of the ones that he's calling Jay-Z and Kaepernick a sellout. He's calling all these guys sellout. And that's why I love Stephen A. It's like, Stephen A. Smith, man, from, ESPN is kind of like, hold on. So, Eric Reed, shame on you. You going to sit here and call these men sellouts and working as, like, slave owners and shit? Motherfucker, you work in the same league. Like that sounds so stupid. Like, these guys are, like, slave owners and, the NFL's doing this and that. But they cutting you that check. You cool with that?
Right.
It's like you're basically saying it so you don't agree with anything they're doing, but you're okay with taking money from them, even though you're against it. People ain't gonna fuck with you for that, man. It's like, you over there, Mr. Righteousness, and the people that want to be righteous with you are not going to follow you to the promised land because you are promising them nothing.
Yo, Kaepernick's 6-year deal that he had signed with the 49ers was worth $126 million. He got to be all right.
When did these with all these campaigns he's doing, I don't know. He's probably paying a lot of money. Looks like he got a lot more. Did you see his security around him? Like, these motherfuckers look like the Nation of Islam type big motherfuckers.
They probably are.
You know what I mean?
It's exactly
like
like
the head wrap, and it's like, I'm like, wait, you 5% of that? I didn't think you was Muslim, but I know, he didn't start preaching the way that Muslims do. But
no,
it was just tired.
it does feel a lot WWE. Like he was wearing a shirt that said Kunta Kinte on it.
Right.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's
He's
also
trying to
weird
cause
too
something.
of like, aren't you mad at the cops?
Right.
So like now
The NFL's not
it
your
went to
enemy.
now
Right.
it kind of went into like, I'm really mad at the cops for what they're doing to fucking
Police
unarmed
brutality.
black people.
Yep.
Police brutality.
Yep.
And then fuck the NFL.
Fuck you niggas.
So it's like,
because the NFL came down on them about, and that was the thing too. It was like the NFL was wrong too. I mean, everybody's wrong, man. At that some point of, NFL is wrong because they were trying to force him to stand, and they never had anything in writing that mandated people to stand for the flag. The NBA has it, and so does baseball.
Yeah.
They have a mandation that no, you stand for that flag during the national anthem. NFL did not.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure he did research on it beforehand. It's like, all right, but he really can't say much. I'm gonna take this knee.
The NBA has a clause in there though where LeBron James can step to the side and scream out, "Let's go!" during the last note. Though LeBron gets to do that.
Taco Tuesday, he can coin that catchphrase.
That motherfucker, like, you have enough money. Don't try to fucking
greedy.
copyright Taco Tuesday, you fuck.
Yeah, that's dumb. I want it, y'all buy it from me. So any little taco establishment that want to run with that theme slogan, think of something else.
That's
man.
great. Like, that's such a shitty fucking rich person thing to do.
Right. Anybody that wanted, like, he's the guy that just goes around, buying a bunch of fucking URLs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that he got denied that shit. Where they're like, "No, you don't own Taco Tuesday."
Oh, he got denied? I didn't know how that worked
he
out.
got
Yeah,
denied.
that's funny. No Taco Tuesday owning for you.
No.
LeBron.
Labrin.
James. But no, what's funny though? They said that they're thinking that this guy had a lot to do with the whole connecting that. Now they're giving it to Jay. When Hovey's home,
Hovey's always home.
you know what I mean? The carpet is lifted and niggas get that dust underneath because
Hovey never left.
saying, look, Kaepernick never got this opportunity in 3 years. I don't know, Jay and them kind of muscled the league. Now all of a sudden he's getting set up for workouts.
Yep.
Either this was a plan of Cap and Jay-Z, and they all have this kind of like behind the scenes shit that we're not seeing, or Jay kind of really went to bat and like, yo, man, y'all need to get this. You want to try to make it right with the NFL eyes with certain people.
Yeah.
Give this man another chance because he really didn't do nothing wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he didn't. It's just moral based at that point. You know what I mean? It's all moral basis. You know what I mean? But as we know, jobs can't just get rid of you on shit for moral basis half the time. You know, I don't know if the NFL is different, but most jobs, period, that is a job.
A job, if you will.
Yeah, that's
but
how
then
they
also,
operate.
like I said, his thing ended is because he didn't take a deal. Like, yeah, maybe the deal was shitty to where, because that's what it was. It was a 1-year extension with San Fran, and he chose not to take it. Maybe it was, the deal that he didn't want, so he turned it down. And then maybe after that was their chance to blackball him. I'm not sure. But even how he was saying, man, I've been ready to play for 3 years. Yo, you work for Nike. You couldn't be like, yo, can I get a fucking 2-person film crew and catch me throwing some passes? Like, I think it's a weird thing that, why is this the first time anyone has seen him throw a pass and fucking, like,
Right.
bro, I know you got a cell phone. I know you got,
Right.
like,
he could have been put up videos.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If he was really if he really wanted to get back in the league, this is a year or two ago. He should have been doing this shit. Not
Yeah.
fucking 3.5. Like he should have been out there trying to get back on the team, and so that's why it's
that's why I said, though,
can't buy
there
into it,
was
man.
that rumor out there that, like, he sat out to come back for that Nike fucking big thing. Like, that Nike was like, nah, chill, and then you're going to come back to this huge thing, and then people went nuts. That Nike stock went up, and it dropped right back down, because that's what happens. People get excited, then they buy it, and then they're like, oh, well,
Right.
it really didn't move the needle that much.
That's one of the things they talk about on like the reselling of reselling of sneaker game on like StockX. I put all that together. That's why it came out like that.
Baracco stock.
You know what I mean? But for people that are novice and they go into trying to bid,
For lame novice.
they're trying to bid on these sneakers. They don't know what they're doing, so you'll see a lot of sneakers that are
Y'all
like
some novice bidders.
it's fucking $400 difference in prices of sneakers, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if you're like don't really do research and pay attention, you're gonna jump at that first thing. Oh, got it. I'm gonna buy it right now for $350, and now you got someone else that got it for $2.
Yeah.
Niggas jumping over the broom before they know what's going on. Get the fuck out of there.
Boss!
But Kaepernick, it's pretty shameful. When it's silly things, my thing is if you're gonna fight for the rights of the blacks and stuff, man, then get out there and do shit. My
Bro.
thing is like just do it, man. Just get out there and do it. Like bitching and whining about it to the I need the NFL to let me sit here and bitch and complain about what's going on in society.
Bro, I think this is a perfect example. Like, me and my boy Walter the other day were talking about that term, alternative facts. I think this is a perfect example of alternative facts, because whatever side of the story you want to believe, there is evidence to back it up.
Right.
Because the entire side that goes, Kaepernick is being blackballed, he's always been blackballed, he's an amazing player, he's always an amazing player. If you want to believe that shit's out there. Or if you see all the evidence and that's the conclusion that you come to, that shit's out there.
You put in your head he's the best ever. That's what it is.
Exactly. and everybody hates him, and the NFL is trying to keep him down and all that. All that evidence is out there. If you want to believe the other side of it, to where, he's just trying to be a martyr, he doesn't really want to play.
Right.
Look at him, man. All he's doing, why is this the first time we've seen him throw in 3 years? Why is this the first time he's spoken
Right.
3 years? All that other shit. If you want to believe that, that's out there.
Right.
So that's why I think we're coming to
enough
this
on the
place
cases.
where everybody clashes so much now, because whatever you want to believe, you have the shit to back that up.
Right.
Either side that you want to believe, it's out there. So then,
Whether it's true or not, it's enough information for you to make it true.
yeah, you can, like, that narrative for both sides is out there. So that's a really interesting place that we're at in life right now,
That's
to where
crazy.
everybody dead up believes it, and there's evidence to back up their side, and then it's just it almost comes down to which one you want to believe.
I want to believe that
Love is the answer.
But it should be a lot more complaints by now for some reparations. I don't know.
Bro,
It don't work. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work.
it's weird, because I'm assuming maybe it'll come back up, but that seems to have disappeared from this presidential race so far. Remember how hard they were pumping that shit of just like, no, if I'm elected, I'm going to cure cancer. I'm going to give every black person $1 million, and I'm going to just vote for me. The orange guy's bad. Crazy.
You niggas want money? Vote for me. I get all you niggas money.
Andrew Wang. if you vote for me, I'll give you $1,000 a month. That's his thing, and everybody is. But this is the problem, is because even the thing that just happened with you right there, motherfuckers forget money has to come from somewhere. Like, so somebody needs to give that money to the government to give to you.
Right. The purchases you're making now are more because everything goes up, increase. So
that, or you're taxed more, or something happens to where a lot of these people on the Democratic side, it's crazy what they want to do. They're just like, now they're going to shit of like, Bill Gates, you have too much money. We want it. The guy that fucking runs Amazon, you have too much money. We want it. And people are like, yeah, they should give us their money instead. Bro, it's crazy.
Right. Hard-earned money is just like, no.
I am never entitled to whatever money you make. Like, that shit is fucking nuts. Right. And that's the Democrats' plan right now, is to tax billionaires more and more and more and more and more, so we can have their money back at like.
Right, but all billionaires do is all the shit that they own, apartment buildings and businesses, everything increases, everything goes up. Now your rental space to rent that place went up.
Like, it's nuts. Like, you shouldn't be penalized because you were a 1% of 1% and you fucking blasted off into a different universe in capitalism. Like, no, you did too good. What? That shit is nuts.
Too good?
You did too good.
Two? Is that a double two, nigga?
You were great at the ballet recital. You did too good.
Too good, nigga. Let me stop. So, Cal and Cap or not. We're going to find out now, going within the next week or so, if anybody was interested. You know, they're like, why don't the teams come forward and stop being fucking punk asses and stand by, look, we here to look at them. They could have did that too. But then again, like you said, you know, teams start to not pick them because they don't like what they see. They get turned into something else.
Exactly.
You know, you turn into like an Eric Reed who hates everybody and his way is the only way. But it's like, man, you just bitching at the end of the day. Shit. You just the other black lady back there bitching. Rosa Parks the one that got up, nigga. What? You know what I mean? It's like you over there like bitching a little like you know, little Juanico over there, but you bitching about that, but then, you know. Just get up and do the shit, nigga.
Yo, we completely forgot to talk about Helmet Gate 2000.
Helmet Gizzy. Are we out of time?
What's up with
Yeah, Helmet Gate. Miles Garrett is the man's name.
Miley Cyrus.
From Cleveland Browns. Their best defensive player on that team. Maybe even, I can't say the best player because you got Odell Beckham and all them on the offense, but the defense, captain, best player there. 6'5",
the bestie,
6'4", 6'5", 260, straight monster status. You know what I mean? It was the end of the game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns were up 21-7. 8 seconds to go in the game. At this point, the Steelers are just kind of tossing that thing around to try to get another point or something. You know, make Vegas happy. I don't know. So he gets thrown to the ground, but the defender tackles him. And does extra. Like Myles Garrett did extra. He like fucking like squeezed him. He was like on him and like threw him to the ground. He kind of remained on him for a quick second.
And tackled him super late as it was anyway.
Right. You seen his mouth going. He was talking shit. So the other guys, you know, he was on top of him. So the other guy in the bottom from the quarterback from the Steelers, Mason Rudolph, tried to make an attempt to grab off the helmet of this guy. Unsuccessful. So in terms, he said, well, let me take your shit off now. Then he rips off his helmet, and the lineman from his team, from the Steelers, he was trying to stay in between it, like, everybody calm down. This guy from the quarterback runs around the guy and tries to like angle his way in close to the dude, and then the dude did something that was fucking ridiculous. I've never seen no shit like that in my life. That should have got fucking criminal charges at some point.
If mollywop is in the dictionary, the video of this
straight up mollywop. He slung that fucking guy's helmet that he took off and hit him in the head with his own helmet.
That was one of like the illest captions I've ever seen on the news. The news bulletin there was just like, dude takes off helmet and hits him in the head. I was like, oh my God.
Right. And it's like, that's full blown, nigga. That's damn near attempt murder. They consider those helmets as weapons, man. Yep. Like if somebody takes that helmet off and whack somebody in the head, you can fucking kill somebody, man. That guy could have his head would have split open. How hard he swung it.
If he hit him with the other side of it, hell yeah, he would have been fucking.
What happened was the break by the back of the neck part that where you slide your head in the helmet. That side is the one that doinked him. It was a hell of a doink though. You know what I mean? And
it was a good doink.
Some suspensions went around. The guy from the Steelers bum rushed him because he was like coming to break up the fight, and as he's trotting over, he saw the helmet go over the nigga and boom. So he's like, bro, he said, of course I reacted that way.
Yeah.
There's no room for that shit. What would anybody else do in that? You know what I mean? This guy fucking tried to kill my quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether he's a backup or not, it's still our guy. You don't fucking try to kill him. I do that.
Yo, those two Steelers linemen in the beginning, though, they fucked up because I don't understand how they just like didn't understand the severity of the situation that was happening, and they fucked up bad. Like they definitely. It's not their fault that they let that dude get hit in the head, but it shouldn't have happened with two fucking linemen in front of you. And there was the one lineman on the left wasn't doing shit. He was doing T-Rex arms. Like he was just thinking,
guys. Oh shit, are you okay? Thunk. Is that your head? Yeah, that's his head, nigga.
But I will say too, that quarterback that did get duffed, like Beer in The Simpsons, he wanted all the smoke until he got duffed because he wanted everything, and he was coming at him like a pit bull, going around the side, dunk. As soon as he got hit, he went, "Where's the ref? Where is the fucking ref?"
Poor Mason Rudolph has now changed his name to Mason Rudolph.
That shit changed his attitude real quick.
Yeah.
He wanted everything. Then as soon as he got hit, he turned around. And he's like, "Why do you guys watch what's happening?
Right. Throw the flag.
Where's the flag? Where's the flag?
Where's the flag?" Oh, so he wasn't innocent, but he didn't get any suspension. You're going to get some people that are going to run with the racist stuff because he was white. But I think it's bigger than that. I think it's just more of a quarterback thing. All quarterbacks are babied on teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the first child.
Stay off Brady.
Right. Leave him alone. Don't worry. Brady, take 2 days off. You need 2? Take 2 more. It's like, come on, cut it out. You niggas know you favoritize.
But he has been suspended indefinitely.
Definitely.
Which,
definitely through the
for
rest
anyone
of the
out there that
season.
went to public school like me, I looked it up in the dictionary, and that means, they don't know. They don't know.
Right. And so right now it's looking like going
as
forward,
right now,
probably the year. Definitely going to be the year.
As
but after
right
that,
now,
we don't
there
know.
is no end to it. It is, he's suspended until further notice.
I think that dude, Mason Rudolph, got his lawyer involved, man.
I saw the next day he said he was declining criminal charges, but it might have switched around. It might have switched around.
Okay. Well, this was the day of somebody, the rumors of.
No, the day after, he definitely, he said that he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, because
but he still could, like up to like 3 years or some shit. It's crazy.
Like, yo, man, they can fucking try to kill this man, with that helmet. And it's funny because that guy, Myles Garrett that did that, he don't have the track record for that, man.
No, there was a highlight. I was watching, like I said, I was watching at the gym. There was a highlight reel of all the fucking late tackles and all the bad. And that's the problem is that I definitely think, like, in the heat of the moment, people do forget that they're on camera. Like, a dirty player nowadays, all that shit's on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I hated how Kevin Garnett played basketball. I hated how fucking Draymond Green plays. All that shit, like, people forget, homie, the entire game is filmed. Like,
right.
Everybody's so
go back and look at that.
After this dude Myles Garrett did this, they were just like, "Oh, go and get a compilation of all his, worst. Go get a football follies."
Right.
And yeah, he's got a.
Yeah, it's crazy because he's not the big rah-rah guy, and if anything, they said they cracked jokes on him a little more because for him to be that all-star big guy, lineman, those more macho niggas,
Yep.
He's more of a like thinker, poetic. He's all into like reading and shit. He's a whole different kind of like person when it comes to football attitude.
Slam poetry.
Right. He definitely got his fucking pitter patter on. So sirens say swing, swing. Head split, melons, cantaloupes, blood leak. It's a win. What the fuck is you talking about, cuz?
Coming from the blitz from the wing.
Yeah, listen. Woof. But and they're trying to make a push to rate in the playoffs. They're at 4-6 right now. Which, if they win the next 5 games, they'll be 9-6, and they could possibly stick in there. But he's not coming back.
No,
the whole year's done. They said through the whole rest of the year, his game checks will amount to $1 million. A little more than $1 million. So it's kind of
like I said, I'd be surprised if this dude comes back to the league. Like, that was big, man. It was really big. Like, and as many other people have either, I've never seen something like that. I was watching the game at work, and then I only caught it immediately as it happened. I looked up because I saw the I almost said Patriots. Saw the Steelers player kick the dude in the head when he was down because
Right.
it was the
He was-
it was
he
the
didn't
other
even-
guy
he
that
didn't
came
even
around
make-
and started beating the shit out of him.
Right. Pouncy. He didn't even make contact though. He's like, it was a couple air kicks, a couple air punches.
Yeah, but that like obviously when you're watching a football game, you're like, whoa, what's going
Right.
on? Then I watched the replays. It was like, oof, I've never seen that happen.
You know what I never understood about though in the NFL and even football, playing football, at some point in the whole we're gonna get at with the helmet situation. Taking off your helmet. What was I gonna say? I'm just.
It's only going to go bad.
It's only gonna go bad. Let it go. Let it go.
Don't take it off.
Don't take it off. It's just gonna go really bad. You're gonna get fucked up. I just never understood when guys would think that it's gonna be okay to get hit with it. I don't know. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
why would
yeah.
you take it off and attempt to square off with a nigga without a helmet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never gonna work out.
He was trying for that honor thing of like, if mine's off, then you take yours off and let's go.
Right.
Fisticuffs, gentlemen.
Right. It's not gonna work that way. Headbutting niggas with helmets and shit.
Dude, I still think Myles Garrett could have. That's his name, right?
Myles Garrett. Yep.
Myles Garrett. I think he still could have came off good on that shit if he. Yo, listen, you get into the little rumble, whatever. You took the dude's helmet off, discus that motherfucker. Foo!
Toss
That's
it.
going to be on. Yeah, you might get a fine, you might do something, but that shit's going to be on ESPN all the next day for the right reasons of like, look
Right.
at this shit. Yeah, people are going to still call you a dumbass and be like,
Right.
man, this guy's unprofessional, but. You know what? You embarrass that quarterback. He'll never get that shit back. And
Right.
even like you said, in the first place, you shouldn't have been doing that dumb shit because there's 8 fucking seconds left. You're up by 2 touchdowns.
Right.
You guys had the game won.
You know what's dumb too with what Pouncey did? That is another thing I was trying to say too is I don't understand where guys throw punches at helmets. Like that's
Yes.
like who are you gonna really hurt with that?
I think it's just an instinct thing more than
It
anything.
is. It's like what? You're punching a fucking metal. That's gonna hurt. They probably break their hand more than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I just punched the guy right in his face. You seen that? No, you
Yep.
punched the face mask. It's made of metal, and now you broke your fucking middle knuckle.
I know. If anything, you got to go with body blows because the stomach is still exposed. All that other
You
stuff.
gotta go body shots, or some of the guys have helmets that are big enough for them to kind of lift up and get up underneath.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
The underneath poke and jab. That's the one the little
Yep.
bottom of the pile shit niggas do. You know what I mean? Like things that go on at the bottom of the pile are real. There's a lot of leg twisting and finger breaking.
Dick sucking. Whoa.
So they won't get off this pile. Get them out of there. Come up.
He tried to suck my fucking dick.
Let me stop.
You know, man, if there's some gay players in there, they're definitely grabbing some. Oh, well, or I'm sure some super bros also.
Right, Michael.
are
Yeah,
definitely
You
grabbing
think Michael
something.
Sam grabbed the crotch or two? Well, I don't know.
Probably
What happened
a
to
butt.
him, man.
Probably a
He never
butt.
pressed the issue. Look at that. He's a man that he thought was getting blackballed because he was gay, and he probably did. That's why he didn't get on another team, or he just wasn't good enough. But he didn't. It's nothing else being heard about it. So I mean,
Hey
is he
man,
gonna come out
I
with
think
it?
he got his money from the camp. He wrote a book. He got that money. I bet you he's happy.
He's doing all right. He probably never wanted to play football anyways. I don't know what I want to do. Paint, collect seashells, or play football. So I'll get rid of football. Painting it is, nigga. Painting it is. Oh man, you little niggas. But yeah, he's done. So lesson of it all is just don't hit people with helmets. It's not gonna
Yo,
work
keep
out
your
good.
helmet on. That's
Keep your helmet.
safe sex, safe sports, safe life, safe riding.
Ride out, nigga. Because at the end of the day, my
It's
niggas,
the beginning of the night.
and this is 100, man. There's 100 of you niggas lined up. We love all of you, man.
100 hours of content.
Listen,
Woo!
shout out to the WVP crew.
Only on the WVP.
You niggas, you niggas make it possible. Keep subscribing. Your friends. I mean, once you subscribe once, don't We'll tell your friends to subscribe. Keep them subscribing. Keep watching. Keep listening, and keep up on the up and up, 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 nigga. I'm Young Pastry.
Joe Biden took a dick in the butt.
Ow.